damn. Let me wait for the girls to get in here. Let me get into my intro and then I'll be back.
Hey boos, in this video, I give commentary based on my opinion. Nothing is to be taken as factual. We are just here to have conversation. We don't expose and we don't sip tea on this channel. I'm giving you real talk straight, no chaser. Let's see if you can handle it.
Cause I'm a boss. I haven't done anything for you to be proud of.
Of course you have. You are marrying a man who can support you.
All right. So I wanted to talk about Tonya's interview that she did. By the way, I just got a facial, so if I'm looking a little extra glowy and then also a little ashy, I'm not wiping off my face. I just got my facial done. So I was like, okay, I got some time. Let me hop online real quick. And I know this is an unscheduled live, but I have to talk about this because I'm dying inside. Like I'm dying inside to talk about this. So first and foremost, I'm not a part of the gender war, which is probably why I can see the bullshit. Also, yes, I was being petty and I was trolling the girls and they were getting triggered in the comment section, which I loved. I really enjoyed that. But I gotta be real with you. I don't trust this man. I know it's not me. Where the common sense people at? Where the street smart people at? I need y'all to come to the front. Please come to the front. Where are the street smart people? Where are the common sense people? Where are the critical thinkers? Please come to the front because we need to have a meeting. We need to have a meeting because one thing about me, I don't trust people that are shifty, fidgety, that don't want to give you eye contact. They deflect a lot when you ask them a direct question. I don't trust people that wear fake designer, but they try to pretend like it ain't fake designer. It's just like, it's all right. Like it's fake designer. Like you're going to be all right. If you shop off, what is it called? DG Gate. What is it called? DG Gate? DH Gate? I don't know which. Listen, if that's where you shop, right? That's where you shop. But, this interview, I'm like, some in the milk ain't clean. Something in the milk is not clean. And it's DHgate. Okay, DHgate. So let's pull up the interview. Let me pull it up real quick. Something in this situation, I feel like they both lying. And one lie that I feel very strongly about in this interview with Douglas, Olan Douglas, in this Rhoda situation is they keep saying they don't know each other, but I get this strong feeling that they do know each other and they knew each other prior to the situation. It's giving scam ring. It's giving, we have a long history of scamming together. That's what it's giving. What y'all think? Oh, you think it was all a plan, like her face was already swelled and they staged the fight. That is what it's giving. Yes, Christina, you see it too, girl. I thought it was just me. I'm like, okay, it's now starting to make sense. But that's the number one lie that I believe strongly about is they're both lying. about how they don't know each other. And let me explain this lie, because this lie is very important and they both have to uphold it. Even though they're no longer working together, it's very clear that they're no longer working together. But the reason why they have to uphold this lie is because if they don't, they will expose themselves. So they can't out each other regarding the lie, because if they do, they would expose themselves. So how would they expose themselves when it comes to this lie about not knowing each other? Well, let's start with Rhoda, right? She's in the hot seat. She getting most of this heat right now. I feel like the reason why she can't expose the fact that she knows this man is because if she does, her entire story is debunked. I mean, there's so many different conspiracy theories regarding what actually happened, but what she told detectives, it would debunk her entire story, because first of all, she ran online and said it was a man that she didn't know. It was a random man that asked for her number. And then she also told detectives that it was an Uber driver that was trying to kidnap her and all of this stuff. So she has to run with this lie that she does not know this man. And then Olan Douglas, he has to keep up this lie, because if he is associated with Rhoda, then he could be brought in on theft charges as well, because he was a part of this scam. So Rhoda has really kind of backed herself up in a corner when it comes to this situation by lying. And Olin has been playing it safe this entire time, which is why, like, people are like, why has he been so quiet this entire time? Why has he been so quiet? And I really think he's just been sitting back, listening to us online, having these conversations. And if you watch the interview that he did with the local news station here, performance. He knew what to say. He knew how to say it. He was using certain words that a lot of people online were using. He even took some of the stuff that I had said in my video, and I was like, what the hell? This man has been studying content creators, YouTubers, TikTokers, TikTok live streams and everything. And so when he went on this news station, he was prepared. He already knew what he wanted to say and how he wanted to say it, because he's been studying this situation from behind the scenes. Rhoda, I feel like she has female narcissism. I do. And I think her getting so much attention, and also, you know, when it comes to when it comes to narcissism, narcissists don't like to be seen a certain way. They like to be seen as good people. They like to be seen as like these upstanding citizens of society. And if you, what is it called? What is the psychological term when you expose a narcissist and you can see the narcissist for who they are? I forget what it's called. I forgot what my therapist said it was. If you know, help me out in the chat if you've ever dealt with narcissistic abuse. But because she was being exposed in that way, it was really triggering her narcissism, which then unmasked. Yes, unmasked. That's the right term. Unmasked. Which then fed into her ego, where she felt like she had to, you know, live up to this, and she had to prove to the world that she is this victim, and that, you know, she's fighting a good fight for Black women, and that she's really advocating for us. And the more she talked, the more her story changed. The more she talked, the more she exposed about herself. And then Olan, he was quiet this entire time, and he's just been watching how, and this is another reason why I believe this to be true. And this is just my opinion. I'm a blogger. I'm not a journalist. I'm not a news reporter. I'm just a blogger. I'm having a blog session with y'all right now. How did he end up on Clubhouse if he wasn't listening to the conversations that were being had regarding this brick situation? How did he end up on the Clubhouse? And you know what I want to also point out, I'm not a part of the gender war, so I'm not at war with Black women. I'm not at war with Black men. I just want to know what happened. Outside of me being petty with the girls right now. Yes, I'm being petty with the girls, because they was dragging me for months. So they deserve that. But outside of me being petty, let's be for real. This is fishy on both sides. And African American, Afro Americans, I'm really talking to you right now. You're allowing people to come outside of the community and play in your face. But because you're at war with each other, black men and black women, you can't see how people are playing your face right now. Literally. And it's like, oh my God, it's really bothering me. I'm like, how y'all not see that these two people are playing in y'all's face? And you know why they can't see it? Because they're at war with each other. And so, you know what's, and people think, people are on Twitter calling me a pick me. I'm like, if I'm a pick me, then that means I would be blind to the fact that this man is a fraud. He a con man. Anybody with some common sense though, it's like critical thinking here, right? You can see this man as a con. You can see it. But the men are not going to admit to his shiftiness, his fidgety, and when he would lie. Another thing that I want to point out too, when he would lie in this interview, he would always over explain. Oh my gosh. I was just like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Thank you. This is so sweet. Thank you. That is so sweet. But so let's get into this interview. These are just my thoughts. I don't know how this is gonna play out, but I just want the Afro Americans, listen, y'all so at war with each other that people can come into your community, cause chaos, havoc, and hell, violence even, right? And you can't even see that they playing you because you're at war with your women or you're at war with the men. And it's like they're weaponizing the trauma that's associated with the gender war, because I can acknowledge the trauma that's associated with the gender war. But it's like you really can't see that. You cannot see that. And it's so sad. Like it really makes me upset because I'm just like, y'all going at it. And it's like, these people are really getting away with what they did, because I don't feel like Olin should get away with what he did. If he was a part of this situation, he needs to be held accountable. And you know what? I want the Houston Police Department to pull his phone records. That's what I want. Because there was another situation that feeds into this theory that I have about this being a scam ring. Shortly after, he said, like, her eye and ass, it doesn't add up. Thank you, Christina. That gives the people something to think about. Thank you, Kimberly. That's so sweet. Thank you. So my other point, right, when it comes to this theory, I think this is a scam ring. So when all of this was going on, I was doing my research. So I follow Rhoda on Instagram. I follow her. I'm not denying that I follow this girl. Like, I literally follow her. I got a burner account and everything. Okay. But during this time when her GoFundMe was frozen, she posted a second GoFundMe story. And she was promoting it to her audience on Instagram. And she was saying that there was another Black woman the same weekend that was attacked. And I went to go look into this story that she had posted to her Instagram story about another woman that got attacked. There was a different name used that wasn't associated with Rhoda at all. But I was just like, let me go look to see if this story is even true. So I went to go look to see if this second GoFundMe that she was promoting on her, or this other GoFundMe and this other story that she was promoting on Instagram actually happened. So I went to go type it in on Google, and I'm like, there was no other attack that happened this weekend. That same weekend that she was, and that's the thing, she said that same weekend there was another Black woman that was attacked, and I shouldn't be the only Black woman that's getting support. So please go donate to this other Black woman. And it happened exactly around the time that her GoFundMe was frozen. So people started calling her out, her followers. I don't know if any of her followers are in here, but at that time, her followers were calling her out saying like, that's a scam. Why are you promoting a scam on your Instagram? I can't make it up. Yeah, I don't trust when people over explain or who are too quick to answer a question. Yeah, thank you, Jessica. Yeah, I don't trust it. I don't trust it. Y'all, listen, they not about to come up in here and scam Black people and use our trauma that is associated with the gender war. They're not about to come up in here and use our trauma against us and then use it to further go at each other. You know what I mean? Like, come on. And Olin, like I said, let me pull up the interview that he did, y'all. I'm telling you, I'm like, how y'all not see it? How y'all not see it? Let me pull it up. This interview, okay, the news interview. Let me pull it up and then let me share what I'm talking about. Okay. After the interview, I had to get my last trolling video out, but that's my last trolling video. Okay, so let's get back to business. That would be my last trolling video. I just had to be petty for a little bit. That's such a fire sign thing. I think the fire signs, I think y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, let's get back to business. All right. So let me pull this up because after I saw that interview, I was like, And you know what? Shout out to Toya because if she wouldn't have done the interview before the local news would have released, I think I would have seen it differently, but because she got onto this when she got on it and it was live and I was like, okay, we were able to be introduced to him in the raw. And then this video is giving performance. That's what it's giving. But I felt like we got to see the real him in her interview, which I'm going to get to in a sec. Okay. Is it Tonya or is it Toya? I always get it confused. And it's crazy because y'all know I'm bad with names. Okay, so Tonya. Okay, thank you, Tonya. Thank you. Okay, so like I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Okay, let me play this video though.
Right now, 10 competing claims about this viral video.
Y'all gonna let a man hit me like this?
As the woman seen in it cancels her plan to turn herself in for theft charges.
Only on 2, the man accused of the violence reaches out to KPRC2 and shares his story in the aftermath of that night.
What has it been like for you having to stay silent?
It's the hardest thing to do. It's to not say anything when the whole world is saying something about you.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight at 10 o'clock. I'm Daniela Guzman.
And I'm Keith Garvin. The woman who made those allegations is wanted by Houston police tonight because investigators say she made up the story to profit from a GoFundMe. KPRC2's Bryce Newberry is now live at HPD headquarters tonight with the exclusive interview. Bryce.
Keith and Daniela, Rhoda Osman, who's known virally as Brick Lady, was expected to surrender here at Houston Police Headquarters this afternoon. That did not happen. But tonight, the man who she accused of throwing that brick at her head when she says she wouldn't give him her phone number times, the man accused of the viral brick throw reached out to me for his first interview.
This was a well thought of plan, a diabolical.
Now, I have to point this out. He said he reached out to him. Okay. He reached out to the local news. I feel like that's important. Okay. That is important. Let's stay focused. That is so important. He reached out to them. It was not the other way around. All right. Stick with me.
Plan.
Olin Douglas is a father, son, and small business owner. But in September, allegations made by 33-year-old Rhoda Osman nearly put it all at risk.
It caused people who I thought really knew me to kind of betray me.
Douglas says he met her at a club near the Galleria as she wore a mask that only revealed her eyes. He invited her to an after party.
It's as if she was trying to get in some type of conflict.
but says she was aggressive and very intoxicated. They ended up in a car with friends.
She physically didn't start touching me until I asked her to leave. So you got to get out.
Outside the car, Houston police say surveillance video then showed Osman slapping him in the face before he hit her back with what appears to be a plastic water bottle in hand.
And another thing that I want to point out, when it comes to this plastic water bottle, right? I don't think a plastic water bottle can do that. And it's just, this story is so interesting to me because she wore a mask in the club. So no one can vouch for her face, you know, her facial injury, because she wore a mask in the club. And I just think that is just so weird to me. And no one wants to talk about how she wore the mask. And I'm like, I think that is just so weird that she had a mask on and then she took it off. And now she has this facial injury and everything like that. But this definitely seemed very much rehearsed. And it was like he knew what to say. He knew how to say it. And he's just been waiting to do this interview. Also, he does acting. I can't make it up. I think he does like theater work or something like that. I'm pretty sure he does theater work. So I don't know. So yeah, this just seems like a performance for him. It does. It seems like a performance.
You should never hit a woman in general, but I didn't want to hit her, actually. It was like she hit me and I just reacted.
According to court documents, the footage didn't match what Osman told police.
That's what I want to know too. That's why I'm waiting on the footage to really give my final thoughts on this. I want to see the footage. I want to see it. I have to see it. I have to see it for me to be like, this is what I really think is the situation, or this is, I have to see that. Because I'm like, did she wear a mask in the car or did she not? I don't know. That's a great question. I think a lot of people have that question as well.
That a male Uber driver threw a brick at her and tried to kidnap her, that she did her own investigation and was told that Douglas was the one who assaulted her. She's now charged with theft because prosecutors say she made it up and tried to profit from this GoFundMe that raised more than $42,000.
It's been a divide between, you know, black men, black women, and it's been, it's
There's been a divide against black men and black women. He knew what to say. I don't care what no one says. He knew what to say. He knew what to say. He knew what to say in this interview. He knew what to say. Just like Rhoda knew what to say. Just like Rhoda knew what to say in her video. All of these black men standing around and none of them tried to protect me. She knew what to say. He knew what to say. And I feel like we getting played. I do. I feel like we getting played. That I can't shake this. I feel like we getting played, y'all. I swear I feel like we getting played. Okay. And he said, yep, definitely inviting this stranger to my circle. What? Who invites a masked stranger into their car? Which feeds into my conspiracy about how they knew each other. Remember, I said I believe that they know each other. I even in the interview, it just seems like they know each other. So we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. But I need y'all to see it from my point of view, because this is what I'm sensing. And my spidey senses are just going crazy right now. And I'm just like, no, like this is not, and it's like they have created this narrative for us to believe in. And when people try to create a narrative for us to believe in, that's not real. That's what they want you to believe in. And that's why they have to create this narrative. So I get this strong feeling that they know each other and they've been knowing each other for a while.
It's really evil what she did.
If police didn't have this surveillance video, this evidence that basically clears you,
what kind of situation do you think you would be in?
I would be that guy that hit a girl with a brick. I'm black. I'm surprised I didn't get arrested in 30 seconds from this going out.
Douglas says he's received death threats from complete strangers.
She's just manipulating people using their pain. And that should be the true crime here.
He hopes people online will be more conscious.
The internet is the internet. It's not real life all the time.
And I spoke with Houston.
Y'all, that's something I say all the time. That's why I'm just like, was he sitting back watching our stuff? Like I said, I don't trust them. I don't trust them. I don't trust them. I don't trust them. And because I'm not a part of the gender war, I can say that. I can say that. I can say I don't trust them. I don't trust them. I don't trust them. I don't trust them. But I don't trust her either. So I'm gonna just come right on out and say I don't trust them. I feel like they both playing us right now. I just don't know how they playing us though. But it's giving scam. It sounded like he was listening. I'm telling you, y'all. It sounded like he was listening. It sounded like he was watching. And the reason why I say this comes across more performative, he seems like he's more relaxed in this interview and everything. And it's like he prepared for this. Like he been practicing for a while. Very much rehearsed. So let me switch gears. Pull up the other interview. Listen, I don't like none of the wars. Can y'all be nice in the chat? Because if we get into the wars, then we can't focus on what happened. That's what I'm trying to get people to like get off the war. Please get off the wars, whether it's gender, the diaspora. Like, listen, get off the wars. Can you stay focused on the situation at hand? Because it's like when you get into all of that, it just really takes away from the situation. So let's stay focused on this. Okay.
I am a certified therapist. I'm your host, Tanya TKO from the Tanya TKO Show. I am a certified clinical hypnotherapist. I'm a life coach with a specialty in self-love coaching. And a few months ago, there was a woman who went viral. Many of us know her by Brick Lady. She's the one right there. She went viral in September of last year for claiming that she was outside of a club. I'm fine, thank you. Let me just make sure that your audio is okay. So if my audio is okay, put up the number 1. If his audio is okay, put up the number 2. If there's some issue, let me know which audio needs to go up or down. Okay? So say something else so I can adjust your audio.
Hello? Oh, why is he not in jail? Because I've never hit her with a brick.
Okay. So let's
the message. Is that working?
Y'all, I think so far that's the only truth I believe in. I don't think this man hit her with a brick. Okay? Just pointing that out. I don't think he hit her with a brick. Now, did he hear her with something else other than the water bottle? I don't know. Did she have this injury to her face prior to this night? I don't know.
Yeah, I hear your audio, but if you want me to take the comments off the screen, I can. I don't want them to be distracted.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I just wanted to test the audio with answering a question.
Okay, so let's talk. All right. How did you get involved in this whole brick situation to begin with?
How did I get involved with this whole brick?
Yeah.
That's a good question. How did I get involved with this brick? Well, she just added me to her life.
Y'all see how he be moving his eyes? I don't trust shifty people. When people be shifting their eyes, I don't trust it. Where my street smart people at? I need you to come to the front. We don't trust people with shifty eyes. I know I don't. I don't trust people who wear sunglasses inside. And when I mean inside, like at night inside, like no. Fashion sometimes, but you know how they be wearing the sunglasses that be blacked out. You can't see their eyes at all. I don't trust people with sunglasses. Y'all know how I am. Then the second thing I don't trust is shifty eyes. I don't trust when people shift their eyes. It's like they're looking around so that they can create the lie that they're about to tell. That's what it gives. And I don't trust people who do that. I don't. I'm like, nope.
So it's really how I got involved.
What do you mean she added you to her live? Talk to us so we can understand what happened. What took place.
No, but that's a really good question. How did I get involved? It goes back into the story where let's see, she was at Liquid Lounge. From Liquid Lounge, so let me see. So I was at Liquid. I was in a section, and from being in a section, I seen her. She was standing up, but she had a mask on her face. You know what I mean? So I thought it was interesting. You know, so you can only see her eyes the whole time. I thought it was interesting because it's like hot as hell, and it's a lot of people. And I'm just thinking, why did she have a mask on her face? And then from there, I asked her if she wanted to. Yeah, do you mind taking the comments? Because it's like I'm reading the comments.
Okay, sure. Give me just 1 second. All right, go ahead.
Right. So from there, I asked her if she wanted to come sit down in my section. She came over to sit down in the section. Well, no, she came over, but she said these ladies need to move. If I was to sit here, they need to move. So for me to come here, they all need to leave. And I said, well, I guess you're gonna have to stand up then. And then that was it. Never spoke to her. I don't know who she is. This is really random. And then from there, we went. I mean, it's literally verbatim. I don't know. Have you seen the report by any chance? Like
No.
exactly. From there, went outside. She was outside. She wanted to go to after hour. She's like, hey, can I go to after hour? Well, she had said, where are you going to after hour? And then she started to fight some girl that was with us. So, I'm sorry. She started to fight some girl that was with us. And then from there, we went back to, it was a group of people, by the way.
Now, listen. After my last live that I did the other night with B. Taylor, I got an email, and I'm going to keep the girl anonymous, but she's a victim of Rhoda's. She apparently attacked her and her friends in a bathroom stall. And see, everyone keeps saying the same thing about Rhoda. When she drinks, she becomes very violent. And this occurred July 23rd in Austin, Texas. So she said that she preferred to remain anonymous, but it's important to bring attention to what transpired. So on the day that she and her friends attended an after hours event, it was an African spot in Austin, Texas. And at the time I was dating someone who was close to Rhoda's baby's father and family. We pre-gamed. And then my boyfriend, his best friend, who was Rhoda's ex-brother and Rhoda's ex before heading out together. So this is when everything went down. So apparently she slapped someone. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to give you a short summary of what was sent to me. So she slapped someone, and I'm trying to think, who did she slap though? Yeah, and again, Rhoda gets aggressive. She gets aggressive. And then I guess, so the victim of Rhoda, right? Her girlfriends. Yeah, okay. So the victim of Rhoda, one of her girlfriends was slapped. And I guess this slap was like extremely loud. And I think y'all have heard of this story of the altercation that happened with a group of Black women with Rhoda. And, you know, this aligns with what the ex-best friend said from Minneapolis, but this happened in Austin, Texas. And so basically what was sent to me was she likes to get aggressive with Black women, and she likes to be the aggressor when it comes to other Black women, and she picks fights with them and she slaps them. So I think there is some truth to what he's saying as far as Rhoda is aggressive, and she becomes aggressive when she drinks. She becomes a different person. So it's very interesting. But yeah, I can't make it up. I just can't show you who sent this information. She doesn't want to be named, and I keep my word when it comes to stuff like this. But She's always saying that when she gets drunk, she gets very aggressive. She gets very, very, very aggressive. So let's continue. And who she gets aggressive with are Black women. I just need y'all to know that, like, because y'all be saying it's the other way around. No, she gets aggressive with Black women. And, you know, I find that to be interesting because remember what her friend said? Her friend was like, the way she talks about Black women, nappy heads and crooked wigs. I think that's what she be saying. So it makes sense. It makes sense. It aligns with the email that I got. So let's continue.
So we're about to leave. Then she was just really, really obnoxious. So obnoxious. Like it was a lot going on. So from there, getting ready to leave, she got in the car. I asked her to leave because she was doing too much. She started kicking me inside the car, got out the car. She hit me. Then just kind of responded, reacted. And then she kept following me, kept trying to fight me. And then I went into another car, left. And then 2 days later, I'm viral.
Oh, wow. Okay. So how did she know your name then?
I believe this. So from what I gathered, she asked the security guard. She asked for my name. She asked the security guard. The security guard told her my name.
Oh, okay. So the security guard knew you.
This is the lie. This is a lie right here. She got my name from the security guard. That's a lie. That's a lie. She did not get your name from the security guard. She knew you prior. I don't trust it. Every time, I'm telling you, every time he lies, he has to fidget with something, whether it's his drink or he moves around or it's his eyes. Like, y'all, I don't trust people like that. Because when you're telling the truth, you just sit and you just speak the truth. You don't got to do all of this shifting and stuff. We doing the Harlem Shake? Like, what are we doing? I'm like, no. I'm not buying this. I'm not buying
I'm kind of popular. I'm popular in the fact where I have a face card. So people are familiar with me.
Oh, okay.
I'm the only one in a really ghetto club with a suit on. So it's kind of, I'm familiar in Houston. People know who I am.
Okay.
Bye. And listen, I think they both got some narcissism. I do, because I'm like, you got a what? You got a what? You got a face card. Boy. Oh my gosh. All right. And y'all, you know, the best thing about narcissism, right? And people who they be so full of themselves, it leads to their own demise. It does. Slowly, it does. For Rhoda, it was pretty fast. Him though, I feel like once he keep talking, he keep doing these interviews and stuff like that. I'm telling you, it's gonna be revealed. Just keep watching.
So the security guard knew who you were, and she went to the security guard, got your name, and then
she just was like, hey, the guy in the suit hit me. From what I was told from just because the thing is, I didn't know anything about this. I didn't know anything about this till 3 or 4 days after. You know, even when I seen it, I didn't even know. Like, even I got hit with a brick. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. And then she called my name out. You know, so it's just like, that's really it. Like,
okay, what's your relationship to the Clubhouse broadcast that happened? What went down then?
Right. So this dude called me and said, hey, and her name, I'm not gonna call her Brick Girl. Her name's Rhoda. So she said, hey, Rhoda's on Clubhouse saying you did this and that and did a whole bunch of stuff. Here's the link. Here, come listen in.
Why do you care if she's called Brick Lady or Rhoda? You don't know the woman. You see what I be talking about? Why do you care if you call her Brick Lady or Rhoda? You don't know the woman. Saying her name should feel unfamiliar to you. Because if you didn't hit the girl, you don't know the girl. You shouldn't have familiarity with her name at all, her first name at all. You don't know her for real. I'm telling you, y'all, I be spotting the BS a mile away. I just be like, is he for real? And then he felt like it was necessary to correct her, like he know her or something.
At first, I'm like, how'd you get my number? Who are you? But then I clicked on the link and then boom, now I'm on Clubhouse and I'm having a conversation. And that's how that happened.
So you thought that you were having a private conversation?
No, not a private conversation. I'm thinking I'm listening because I want to understand. Because the thing is, this lady's lying. She's making up a lie and it's going viral. And people are believing her. But it's, you know, it's nothing I don't need to say anything because it's nothing to say at the moment. Like I don't have to prove anything. I don't have to, I'm not getting arrested. I'm not facing charges. Nothing's happening. It's better to be quiet and see, and like just it wasn't at the moment, it wasn't affecting my life. It's like internet stuff, and I wasn't
at the moment, it wasn't affecting his life. This woman had his name and face plastered on Instagram. People were resharing his photos everywhere. What do you mean it wasn't affecting your life? Because you thought that you were still going to get paid, right? You thought that you were going to get paid, right? So you was cool with it because you like, so social media is not a real place until the Houston police got involved. Ooh. See, he didn't care when he thought that he was going to get that payout. I'm telling you, he didn't care. I'm like, if somebody has my photo, my real name, and is using my photo that where when I was in the Army, and you're plastering that all over social media. Come on now. People know you. People know you're, I don't know if he's married. At one point they were saying he was married. He got a daughter. Seriously, sir? But see, he was cool with it because I'm telling you, he thought he was going to get that money. He thought he was going to get his cut.
Don't worry about it. I just wanted to, like, what's going on? Well, I want to know what she was saying. But he was just doing that just to get me on and have a conversation with me on his little opinion. And that's why I hung up, because I'm like, this is weird. You're being weird. Like, I don't do that kind of thing. Like, I don't do that.
Okay. What was he saying to you that made you hang up, that you said he was doing that was weird?
Well, he said that he asked me to come on. He said Rhoda is talking about you and about how you hit her with a brick. After I find out that's not the case, that's why I hung up. It's not, that's...
Oh, so she wasn't on there?
Yeah, he just made something up. He just lied.
Oh, so she was not, well, she was never on the broadcast. It was just a...
Oh, right. He was just making shit up.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know.
So how did the rumor get started that you were bragging that you hit her?
Rumors start. I'm not on the internet. It's kind of hard for me to understand how any of this gets started or how it happens. So I'm not sure. But there's a podcast that says that he's bragging and committed to hitting her. What was the word committed? Like, I committed to hitting her with a brick. Is that what was said? Correct? Is that the title?
And let me address that too. That was a lie. That's why I hate when people come on social media and y'all so busy trying to clout chase that you're literally just making things up just so you can get clicked. It's just clickbait. It's just clickbait. Please stop doing that when it comes to stuff like this. I don't understand. Like, when it comes to serious stuff like this, do not clickbait. Because this is serious. Your clickbait could affect somebody's real life. So I don't know who said that. I don't know who did that. But yeah, someone had made that up that he was joking and laughing and admitted to doing it on a podcast. That's not true. Now, is this man lying about some stuff? Oh, of course. But he's telling the truth about this. He's telling the truth about how he was not on a podcast bragging or anything like that. I don't know where people got that from.
Of what?
Of the thing?
No, you were bragging. I believe the title was that you were bragging that you hit her.
So understand that that's a viral title, but there's never it's nowhere of me bragging about hitting anyone. Like, okay. Nowhere on the internet.
Okay. If there's anybody who has the audio of him actually bragging, please get that audio to me, because there are people who are saying he bragged about it and he's saying he never did. So question for you, you hit her.
Did I hit her? No, I hit her back. So yeah, hit her back after she hit me. And I really didn't even mean to hit her back. I'm really she's about to hit me again, so I hit her away from me. So yeah.
What was in your hands?
What was in a water bottle?
Was it a water bottle? Because she's on the internet saying it was a glass bottle of liquor right now.
Well, she was on the internet saying it was a brick too.
I'm just asking what you had in your hand.
You got a point.
It's a water bottle.
Okay, so it was an empty water bottle. Was the water frozen? Was it empty? Was it half full? Just curious.
I don't even remember. It was just a water. I wasn't thinking too much about what the water was in there. Okay. So, because she has this big contusion on her face that was all swollen, and when you left her face, how did her face look? When I left her, this is the thing here. Her face, she had a mask on the whole time. So the question is, how long has that been on her face? That makes sense? Like, she I believe she may have came with that beer. No one has ever seen her face in that club.
So he knows about her injuries previously. Listen, she had this injury prior to this night. And he knows that. He knows. He knows that she had this injury prior to this night. And one thing I know about Rhoda, she don't like staying inside too long. She can't stand being inside too long. She liked to be outside. She likes to be in everyone's face. She likes to party. She likes to drink. She does not like staying inside. So if these injuries could have came, I would say like maybe the week prior or the few weeks before, maybe she was covering up. There are rumors that this was like allergic reaction. I don't know. I don't know, because she had blood in her ear. She did. She had blood in her ear. She did. She had blood in her ear. So I don't know. I don't know. Will we ever know what really happened to her face? Yoni doesn't know. But I don't know. I have a weird suspicion that maybe she had this facial injury to her face prior to this night. And that's why I want to see the video footage, because that will tell me everything I need to know. Now, one thing about Rhoda is she likes to get into fights with people. She does, particularly with women, according to her ex-best friend. Okay, she likes to get she likes to get in fights and tussles with people. So she could have gotten into a fight, you know, a few days before or something like that at a different place or a different bar, or a different club. Who knows? But I know a water bottle. I know for a fact a water bottle cannot do that to your face. That's crazy. And then towards the end of summer, going into September in Houston, it just that doesn't make sense. So I don't think a water bottle did that to her face. It could have been, like I said, a previous injury that she is not disclosing with us or the police. That's what I think. But will we ever know how she got the facial injury? I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
And then right before she went to the club, she had the mask on. So you have the mask on, and I'm seeing this from the internet because I guess she did some videos or whatever before she went to the club. So all night she just.
Are there any Houston people in the chat box? Are there any Houston people in the chat box? Sis, are you wearing a mask on your face September 3rd, as hot as it is in Houston? First of all, I'm not wearing a wig. Do you hear me? I'm the wig queen. I'm not wearing a wig on September the 3rd. It's too damn hot. So where the H-Town people at? Would you have anything on your face? You barely want to put on makeup. Barely. Nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody wants to talk about how this girl had a mask on September the 3rd. Girl, are you out of your mind? You're gonna have a heat stroke. You walk outside and feel like a damn sauna. So I questioned it. I'm like, she had a mask on towards the end of, you know, because August in, but you know how our summers linger, girl. It don't really start getting cold outside until what, October? I know damn well I wouldn't have no damn mask on my face talking about I'm outside. Girl, I barely have a wig on my head. I can't do it. So y'all let me know how you feel. Someone said I'm in San Antonio. No, ma'am. I know that's right, girl. I can't do it. So you see where my suspicion is? You see where it's growing when it comes to the situation? They both lying, and it's just like, why won't they just tell us what happened? I don't understand. And that's why I want to see the video footage, because I'm like, if she had that mask on that night, man. But I'm like, who's wearing a mask September 3rd in Houston in the South? I know I'm not. That's crazy.
Had a mask on showing her eyes. Why would that happen? Especially when it's over capacity inside a club. It's hot. You're not sitting down. You're moving. It wouldn't make any sense unless you're just trying to hide your face because of a situation. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So that's.
Well, you know what? Let me show you something.
Okay.
I'm going to pull up the news article that came out about this. And I'm glad that you're here answering, just trying to get to the truth. I appreciate that.
I mean, but the truth is already there, to be honest. They have video cameras of this whole thing. So this, I'm not really saying something that's not recorded or documented, you know. So it's
And the reason why he feels so confident is because this was the narration that Rhoda gave, that, you know, she really backed herself into a corner with this situation, because this man is going to get off. I'm telling you now, he's going to get away with this legally. He's going to get away with this because Rhoda really set herself up, and she was kind of placed in the position where she was going to take the fall if things really went left with this scam. And it's crazy. It's crazy. And then a part of me, I have this other theory. Do you want me to share it with you? Because I'm not trying to throw too much at you at once. But I also have this other theory where Rhoda started this scam by herself, and then it blew up, and then she decided to involve Olin and probably try to get a deal with him, like, oh, if you take the fall for it, or if I get to use your photo on Instagram and say you're the person that attacked me, I'll pay you. That could be a thing. But then I question, why were they hanging out this night? Why were they hanging out this night? Or maybe they set this up prior to this night. I don't know. But the situation is very strange. But she could have involved him later after the fact, once she started catching a lot of heat and people wanted to see his face. People were asking him for his face because people started the hashtag center his face. And so people wanted to know, like, who attacked her. So I don't know. They're also saying that they have body cam footage as well. So I guess we'll just have to find out later.
It's already kind of out there on a video.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So here, this is what I want to bring up for you to take a look at.
Alrighty.
So there's this news article that says that you, her, and her friend were all walking together before the club.
Yeah, that's not true.
Okay, so you all were not walking together.
Do I know? No, I don't. No, I met her inside there. So if we were walking together, it wasn't because I knew who she was. Maybe so you know what I mean? It was.
That's a lie. The girl, now the witness, because listen, B. Taylor's article, it came from the police. It came from the detectives. Okay, so I know everybody mad at B. Taylor. You mad at the wrong one. You're mad at her for doing her job, which was to get the information that the detectives and what they found with their investigation, and she just reported on that. So that's a flat out lie. I know that for a fact. So no. The girl that was with Rhoda that night, the detective spoke with her, and she said that Rhoda called up some guys to meet up with. And these were the guys that she is saying that they met up with. So I'm just the messenger. So that's why that ended up in the interview, was because that is what the detectives told the news reporter. So it's interesting how he's saying, oh, I don't know her. I told y'all, when I watched this interview, I was like, he is dead set on this lie. And I feel like this lie could expose him, because like I said, but Rhoda has to uphold this lie, because if not, then it's going to expose her. And then if he doesn't uphold this lie, then it's going to expose himself. So they're both lying about knowing each other, and I don't know why, but the friend already confirmed with the detectives that she called them and they met up with these group of guys. So I don't know. And then it's like, who's getting in the car with strangers? Stranger danger. I don't understand why you would get in a car, okay, with strangers. We doing that in 2023, 2024? That don't make no sense. Now, that don't make no sense to me. So no, he's really keeping up this lie, y'all. I don't know why, but it's like, listen, you know this woman.
Together, I didn't know her. I don't know her. I still don't know her.
Okay. It also says here that when she came out of the club, that she was dancing on you on the car.
Probably so.
And then it says that you all were inside the car. The friend was in the front seat. Did you know the driver?
Yes, I know the driver.
Okay. And that you were in the back seat, and Rhoda was also in the back seat with you. But it says that you all were parked there for quite some time. And
so him saying that he knew the driver aligns with what the detective said about how they knew each other prior. Because it's like, okay, so you knew the driver. Okay. You also know Rhoda, but you're trying to play it like you don't know her. Okay. So, okay. All right. Okay, sir. All right.
And I was wondering what was going on inside the car that you all were parked there for so long.
I kind of said it at the beginning. I asked her to leave. She didn't want to leave because she was doing a lot of hollering and she was really drunk. Like, she's super drunk, and she kept kicking and putting her hands on me. So I said, you got to leave. So that's why we're still there.
Okay, so inside of this article by Click to Houston. Those are the people that created the article. Click to Houston.
Uh-huh.
It says that the friend told the detectives that there was no argument in the back seat.
Yeah, it's on the report. She said something about, I don't know. These are just different articles from different random people, so I don't know exactly.
Listen, y'all, B. Taylor got this information. We're not about to do that from detectives. What was this? Thursday. I was invited to be a part of the media crew for the press conference that they were going to be holding at 3:45 when she was supposed to surrender, but she never showed up. Okay. She is only reporting what the detectives found when it came to this story. She's not going off of rumors and stuff like that. Why is he trying to discredit the very news station that he just did an interview with? Make it make sense. It's the same news station. I don't even think he know that. So, y'all, I don't like liars. It really bothers me. It bothers me. How are you going to discredit the very news station that you decided to do an interview with, sir? Make it make sense, sir. It doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. It doesn't. It does not. It doesn't. So you're discrediting the news station that you decided to work with, and this is the article that they put out while updating the story. Make it make sense. That does not make sense.
I don't. Was that a question or like a comment about?
I'm trying to figure out. I'm just trying to get in my mind all that has taken place, because I was wondering whether or not there was some solicitation going on, and that you and her were getting it on in the back seat, and then something went awry.
Oh no, that's not okay. All right, so that's the narrative that you're trying to go with right here. That's not at all.
I'm just trying to figure out what was happening.
Okay, that's not a problem. Negative, not at all.
Okay, so there was no, I'm gonna do this, and you look real good, and let's get this popping. Then there was none of that.
Not in a car, not in a vehicle. I'm not. And then solicitation, I'm not paying for anything of that nature. So, no, that was not the story here.
Okay, all right. Well, you know, there's a lot of the possibilities are endless. You know,
it really is. It really is. You know, I've heard so many stories online, and you know, the thing is, it's not funny. The fact that the thing is, it's crazy because it's a woman getting hit is not funny. But what's crazy is this woman lying about getting hit and dividing people, making it, and she's so strategic about it. She's not used. If you really understand, she's really never said anything about me. The only thing she's been talking about is black women, and protection. She never ever, if you ever listen to her, ever got detailed into the story or anything on social media. I don't know. You haven't been following the story. I know that, but if you have, you would notice that she kept it very broad, vague about like movements. She used movements, trauma to manipulate people and conceive things and do things. She never actually really got into detail about anything as far as what actually happened. And I think from what I just read, she read out the Uber driver. Have you seen that one?
I saw something in that article. It says that she called an Uber and that she thought that, I mean, there's a lot of different cantations of the story. So yeah.
Tanya, you did an excellent job. But the same news station that is reporting on this situation is the same news station that wrote the article that she was reading. But he was trying to throw her off her game and try to deflect. And he did a lot of deflection in this entire interview. But he tried to throw her off with that. Yeah. Watch. Just watch. But yeah, it's the same news station. So I don't know why he keeps saying that. Like that's some blog's website. It's not. It's a real news station here in Houston. So I don't know why they keep doing that.
Yeah.
Written down. So we have to look at the documentations when she speaks and she writes it down. That goes about that's beyond just talking. She's documenting that. From what I've gathered, I'm an Uber driver who hit her with a brick and also tried to kidnap her, and I was a sex trafficker.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she documented. That's what she told people.
Mm-hmm.
Then she said this story. Then she said, like, at what point do the people that's following this lady that feel some type of way about this, like, what point do you question what happened? Or like, this is kind of weird. This story is kind of, it doesn't make sense. I don't know. So
how much did you have to drink that night?
I'm pretty much, I don't drink a lot because I'm usually by myself, so I don't have that much to drink. So not too much. I couldn't recall. I couldn't tell you.
So were you sober or were you intoxicated as well?
So you're giving me, was I sober or was I intoxicated? I was in the middle, maybe. I'm not sure. I couldn't tell you. I don't know.
Okay.
'Cause I don't,
And then the driver, how did you know the driver? Did he come there after? Was he
I'm not
was he
getting
the
into
Uber driver?
Yeah, I'm not really actually getting into anything as far as other people because they don't want to be mentioned or anything like that.
Okay, so he wasn't an Uber driver.
Yeah, they don't want to be.
Why do other people don't want to be mentioned? It's because they're scammers too. I'm telling you, some ain't right with the situation. Is it because they was in on the scam too? I'm telling you. I don't know. It's just fishy. It's very fishy. And then since we're on this, no one else wants to be mentioned, right? Have you ever wondered why no one wants to come forward regarding this situation? Not a soul. Is it because they're into some illegal activities and that's the reason why they don't want to come forward as a witness of this situation? Because in a digital world that we live in today, you're telling me that no one knows nothing? Or the people that were there are into some illegal activity? That's what it's given. That's what it's given. It's like, why don't people want to just come forward and just say what happened? This is what happened. Da, 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 da. It's crazy.
Be spoken about the people like anything at all. Unfortunately, I apologize, but
Oh, okay. I was just trying to figure out if he was the Uber or if there was any way that it could have been mistaken that he was Uber. But you're saying, to your knowledge, it was not an Uber. He wasn't on duty doing Uber that night.
no. I mean, not like I said. We went into, like the paperwork says, went into a white Maserati. That's definitely not a Uber. So.
Well, I mean, look, in Japan, the taxis are Mercedes Benzes.
Yeah, well, because that's not a foreign there. That's actually the normal car. I used to live in Germany for a while, but I understand.
Okay. So, question for you: how has this changed your life?
A grifter.
I wouldn't say change. Let's not say change. It hasn't changed my life.
From Instagram, credit repair lead system. TSQ started
It's affected my life in certain ways. As far as the biggest thing for me was hearing a lie and can't speak about it. Like, imagine someone's talking about you. I know you had said very earlier that people start just talking about you because you were saying, you were questioning things. Just like you're questioning me right now. Even though I'm on here with you, we had a conversation. You're questioning me. You're not just going with what I'm saying. You're asking questions like you're supposed to do. And I think most people should do that, is ask questions and really trying to understand the truth. So the biggest thing for me is people speaking about me and my character, not knowing who I am and what I am, or the truth. So that's really the biggest thing. And like you said, it affected your relationships. It affected my relationships as well, because it's like I can't speak about it, and people are people feel some type of way. They believe it's kind of scary that you can really put something out, and that's the truth. And if you say anything else, like it's just kind of scary. It's kind of weird too. It's like internet type stuff. But that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would you like people to know about you, this situation? What would you like them to know going forward?
Well, no, but like the thing is, I'm interested for the people that I sit there and watch the YouTube videos and comment on this. I'm not really hearing a lot of them speaking too much. Like, it's really quiet. Like, it's pretty quiet. I want to hear from. Can you turn the comments back on? Maybe they're in here. I'm interested, because it's really crazy. Like, I'm not, let's see. I'm lost. I'm just gaslighting. Alrighty.
Question for you. Do you remember which hand you hit her with?
No.
Do you remember if you hit her with an open hand, a closed hand? Was it a fist, a slap, a roundhouse?
Is that no? I'm not sure. It's actually footage, so they're gonna release the footage, and also it's gonna be on the news like around 10, so they can look at it. Like, that was funny though. I'm not gonna lie, that's so crazy.
Have you seen the footage yourself?
I've lived it. I mean, it's pretty much.
I know, but it sounds like there's some details that are lost to you, to her, to everybody. Because when you live a thing, it's different than.
You're right. No, so I haven't seen the footage yet. No.
Okay. So people want to know if you're okay.
Yeah, I'm okay. It's just, but it's really fucked up, because I could have, like, I know this is the internet, and then it's the internet, so people doing internet stuff, but this is like it's like real life consequences for this kind of stuff, like fake shit. So I could have been, I could have went to jail, could have went to prison. It's like it's my daughter is on the internet, you know what I mean? Like, so she sees stuff like this, and to me, it's like I feel like people should be held accountable for lying, for doing all this kind of shit. Like, literally, in this whole, like, $42,000 off of a lie. I just feel like everyone should be held accountable, and then more than just how she's being held accountable today. She was supposed to go to the police station. She didn't go.
What do you mean?
Like, she was supposed to surrender today.
And she did not?
She did not. The news. I just came from the news station. The news station was there to cover the story, and she skipped it. So it's like, I don't know.
Are you going to press charges on her for the assault that you say happened to you?
You said that I say happened to me.
You said that she was kicking you in the car.
But you said but that happened to me. That physically on video that seen happened to me.
I haven't seen
Yeah,
the footage,
got
so
you. The
I'm
answer is
talking
no.
to you.
No, I'm not pressing charges. I'm not like it's just pressing charges. It's slandering. It's a couple things besides that. It's not for me. I just kept quiet and just did what I'm supposed to do, and look what happened. A whole 360. See how karma and the truth. You don't have to like. I don't need to do anything. Like she's gonna whatever's happening because this is a consistent thing for her. She's consistently doing this. So once again, I'm learning this information as we go. She has like 7 or 8 different cases and shit going on. Just a month ago, she just got a domestic violence charge.
Okay, now this, I don't know what to read on this one. I'm not. But to the girls that are still defending her like she innocent, y'all, when I tell you she got this girl, the reason why the news is saying that she's on the run is because she has charges in Virginia. No, the Virgin Islands. I'm sorry. Charges in the Virgin Islands, Minneapolis. Is it, and then two counties she has charges in Minneapolis, and then Travis County, and then Houston, Texas. So she is on the run for having multiple scams. So GoFundMe, Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, etc. And then she also has a lot of domestic violence charges. Okay. So just for those that are still defending her, like Black women, if I was to pick a hill to die on when it comes to a Black woman and protecting Black women, this is not the hill I would die on, sis. Okay, this is not the one. This is not the one. And the reason why I say that is because it's the nature of the situation. It's the story of the situation. It's how there's a pattern of her doing the same thing wherever she goes, and how she is always the aggressor. So I don't know. I would put my neck. I would put my neck out there for this situation because I wouldn't do it. I just wouldn't do it. If she didn't have a history of scamming like this and lying about it and lying about how she's being attacked, but really she be offline attacking Black women and then Black women be tussling back, and then she hops online and she's like, these men attacked me. If she wasn't known for doing that, then I feel like I would be more on your side when it comes to this situation. But see, this situation is very unique, and it's not like other stories that we've heard or stories that we have seen. So I'm more sensible when it comes to this. I just feel like this is not someone I would truly vouch for when they have a history, they have a pattern of doing this and being the aggressor while doing it. I just wouldn't do it. I just wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I would just be an innocent bystander in the situation, and I would just watch to see how the situation unfold. I'm not on either gender side. I just want to know what happened, okay? I just want to know what actually happened and what happened to her face, because that is such a mystery to me. I just want to know what happened to her, what actually happened to her face.
She's on bail or parole or something like that. This is something that she does. Like, this is her program. So, I'm not really. I'm just glad I could speak about it. I'm glad I could talk about it. I'm glad that people know the truth.
Yeah. How many people were inside the car that night?
So it's 1, 2, 3. It's 4 people.
Okay, so there was no van full of girls. The trailer load. There was no.
What she's referring to is it was her and her friend and me and my friend. All right. And then when she kept following me or whatever, I was trying to. It's just like she wouldn't let us leave. So my other friends were over there. So I went in the car with them and left. So that's what happened. That's what she means by it was other people, females or whatever. Okay. So nothing about what she said in her story is true. Like nothing at all. Like everything is a lie.
Okay. You said she was trying to fight a female friend of yours that night.
Yeah, that was crazy for looking at her.
So tell us a little bit more about that.
Listen, now he is telling the truth about this because she has a history of, and an ex-friend said it. Also, the email that I got, like, if you look at her a certain type of way, she be wanting to fight you. And she do this a lot with women. Like, if you look at her some type of way, she really want to fight you. So listen, this is crazy. So I think he may be telling the truth about this part right here.
Whole time, see, I did not pick these things up. She was strategically doing things to incite violence. So just, I mean, and it happened so quickly. She just, you looking at it, she just start howling at the girl and start trying to fight her, and the girl ran behind my friend and then eventually left. Like that's really it. She just started hollering, and even the dudes that you see in the initial interview when he was like, these guys seen this dude hit me in a brick. If you listen to the video, they was like, this is the same girl. She was trying to fight this other girl. She actually says that. They actually say that.
Okay, I didn't hear that part in the footage. However, I've seen other video footage of her outside of nightclubs and saying that people tried to attack her, etc. So I have seen that. So how many people were you with that night? Where you said you usually go out alone, but you were with people that night?
No, I went out alone, but they just was there. They joined me. So they like I said, when I have a good face card in Houston. So when I go out, it's going to be someone that knows me or something like that. You know what I mean? So
what is up with this face card?
I just went into a section, so I don't know how many people was there. To be honest, it was probably a couple people. But
you said when she came over that she said, "Look, if I'm going to sit in this section with you, then these other
Right.
women need to leave." What was your response to that?
I said this verbatim. Well, it looks like you're going to be standing up then, because they're not leaving. They're not going nowhere. I didn't say the extra part. I just said the first part.
And did she end up staying? Did the people?
She got mad. She looked at me. No, I didn't. I told her that I get what you're saying. Like, I'm basically saying that, well, then that means you can't sit over here then. Okay. You know what I mean? Because no one's moving because you just said that. You know what I mean? And that's the only thing I ever spoke to her inside the club. She wanted, I'm like, well, you can't sit. Like, she came in like, when I'm here, everyone got to go. I'm like, no, you're good. You're cool.
And so she ended up sitting with you all.
No.
She didn't.
She went back. That's what I'm saying. She left. Like, she was excused. She left. She was excused back to the standing up where she was doing.
Okay. Were you attracted to her?
Yeah, she had a little back there. Boom. That's really. I was. Ooh.
Okay. So,
all I saw was eyes and booty. So it was, hey, eyes and booty.
Okay. So you were attracted to her shape and her eyes.
Yeah, it was eyes and booty. That's it. That's all I saw.
Were you trying to smash?
No comment. No comment.
Oh, there's no comment on that.
Like I said. Oh, okay. Here we go. She refused the phone number. At this point, I never had. So let's get this clear with the phone number situation. I didn't even know her name, so I didn't.
That sounds like a man that's already hit. I'm a blogger. I can say what everyone is thinking out loud. That sounds like a man that already hit. That's what it sounds like. That sounds like a man that already hit. He already know. That's what it sounds like.
I wasn't worried about the phone number. She was trying to come with me. So what was it? I needed the phone number. It wasn't like I didn't ever ask for her phone number at all. Personally. Yeah, the personality was ratchet, but it was a ratchet. I'm just reading the comments though, real quick. But yeah, it was.
Because
really
my theory yesterday because you know what? To be honest, my theory, especially after reading about this whole backseat boondoggle that went down and then the kerfuffle that followed, to me, I thought maybe there was perhaps a negotiation that, that did not get, the deal did not get sealed.
No.
Because I don't know if you know her history, but she has.
That's why you would think that, because you got to understand, the more information we know, the more situation changes. I didn't know that history too. So so what I'm getting, I'm not going to say she's a prostitute, but when I looked at it, she was trying to solicit, right? Is that correct? I don't know, but that's not what was going on. Like, I don't gotta do. We're in a car of a car.
Listen, stranger things have happened in a car. Hunts Point and down by the bridge and all of that. Many of things happen in a car.
No, I really truly feel that this young lady had a plan to be famous and to do these and I only say that after not researching, but all the information that I'm getting, and when I put it together on how she moved and how she acted, this was very.
He said research. He said research. He said research. He said research. I knew he'd been sitting back researching this whole time. I could tell. He seemed rehearsed. That's all. Yep.
Much plan. Like, who could just pull that out your ass? I got hit with the brick like that. You just pull it out your ass like on a snap. You know what I mean? And then the way she spoke to the world. This black man did everything, and y'all just said that gets to your heart. So now we're not using logic; we're just using our emotions. Everyone else is, she's not stupid. She could have done something way more profitable than lie and scam. She has a talent.
What's her talent?
Storyteller.
Her talent is storyteller.
She just created a mini movement that quickly. I'm looking. I'm a marketer. I own a digital marketing agency, and I'm looking back. And I'm waiting for this to come out. Boom, boom, boom. But as I'm waiting and looking, I'm like, wow, this lady is using emotional cords and pulling people. Like, she started talking about like trans and like all the hot topics buttons. She kept pushing them to make a polarizing fan base. Either you're gonna hate her or love her.
Isn't that what you're doing right now, sir? Using all the buzzwords. I don't know how y'all don't see it. I see it. I see it. I see it. And I find it interesting that he said he researched this and that he owns his own marketing business or whatever like that. So he's been sitting back watching how Rhoda's been able to pull this off, and he's been taking notes from her and analyzing her and what she's doing. And now he's basically doing the same thing that she did. But this time he's off the hook because everyone is looking at Rhoda and no one is really looking at him in the way that I am. And some of you are in the chat. Okay. Y'all see it? I see it. I'm just like, sir, you're doing what she's doing. You're just manipulating the public in reverse of this situation. That's literally all he's doing. Y'all, when it comes to manipulators, you really have to keep up, because if not, it will go right over your head. You will not see it. And you just have to listen. Don't even talk. Just listen to what they're actually saying. And he said a lot. The more he talked, the more he told on himself, for me.
It's like not too many people, and you're hater, lover, or you're a little skeptical, and you're just quiet because you're a person of truth and you just want to wait and listen. That was a 3-3. It wasn't like, it was just, but we found out the truth. Surprise.
I mean,
Surprise.
I still don't know the truth.
Right.
What are you saying is the truth?
That's not what I'm saying is the truth. It's what is the law say is the truth? What do they say is the truth? Why is she being? It's been 3 months. Look at my record. If anyone on here want to pull up my record of who I am, I've never hit anyone, scammed, did anything. I have nothing on my record. The law says she's lying.
Okay, well,
They get paid to do this. Like, I'm not saying this. The law.
if we're going to talk about your record, I did pull your record before you came on, of course.
Oh, cool.
And you know what I found?
Speeding tickets.
I found that you and her both lived in Minnesota.
You got the wrong record. I've never lived in Minnesota, unfortunately.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's what I thought, because there are some people who are saying they think that you and her are in on this together for clout, that you're doing some digital marketing scheme and this is all promotion.
That was a good transition to asking me that question. I wanted to give you that, number one. And my niche market doesn't have anything to do with ghetto ratchet stuff. So I don't have to focus on it.
Wait. I tell you, every time that man get uncomfortable, I just be like, he a lie, he a lie, he a lie. The truth ain't in him. I can't believe it. Toya. Because if she wouldn't have done this interview, we would have went off the local news and he was in his, I'm a performer. Woo, this is a mess. This is a mess. Let's do that again. We gotta go back. We gotta go back on that one. He was uncomfortable. Hold on. It's at 44:36. Okay.
You got the wrong record. I've never lived in Minnesota, unfortunately.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's what I thought, because there are some people who are saying they think that you and her are in on this.
The nervous laugh. That's a nervous laugh.
Together for clout, that you're doing some digital marketing scheme and this is all promotion.
That was a good transition to asking me that question.
That was a good transition to asking that question. I have to think on my feet really quick so I can come up with my next response to your question. So that's going to give me some time in my brain to figure out how I can answer this question.
I'm going to give you that, number one. And my niche market doesn't have.
Why you not giving us eye contact? I don't trust people that's shifty and fidgety all at the same time. No eye contact and you're fidgety. You seem uncomfortable.
Have anything to do with ghetto ratchet stuff, so I don't have to focus on it.
I mean, but listen, you're famous now. Now you've been vindicated. You're going to be on the news tonight. You're on the Tanya TKO show. This is broadcasting across the world on 5 platforms.
No, well, we're gonna see if I'm famous. Fame is nothing without, that's not a big deal. But once again, she did a good job. She got famous and monetized it. That girl, I'm telling you, she could have done some major things out here.
So you're saying you would have hired her?
Yes, I would definitely hire her. Shit.
So you're day, you would hire her.
She has a skill, yeah, and she just.
Another thing that I find interesting about him is why does he keep trying to make his relations to her about business and how he wants to have like a business relation with her? This woman accused you of a crime, sir. And the only thing you keep thinking about is how you want to do business with her. Is it because y'all have done business before? Listen, please, the gender war, it's blinding you. Okay, it really is. I'm just like, come up. I don't know what it is. Just come up from under it. Come up. All right, come on up. Why is it that it keeps talking about her from a business sense? It's very strange. It's just, y'all, that ain't normal. That ain't normal. That ain't normal. That ain't normal. That ain't. He was like, yeah, I would love to hire her. Why would you want to hire somebody that accused you of doing something so serious? And then in his performance that he did with the local news here in Houston, he was saying how he said something along the lines of I could have been jailed or I could have gone to prison within 30 seconds. So why would you want to hire someone that you could have been doing prison time for? Why would you want to hire someone that you could have been doing jail time for? Make it make sense, y'all. Make it make sense, because it ain't making sense to me.
You just use it for wrong. Like she's like it's Batman, and you got the Joker. She's a villain.
Wait, she's the villain.
Villain.
Explain that. She's the villain. Explain that.
She divided so many people. People lost real friendships over this. People really lost people got so invested in this.
Y'all, the scamming crew, it broke up. The scamming crew, it's every man for themselves now. The scamming crew broke up. That's when he talks about like, oh, I had people betray me and I lost friends and stuff like that. He talking about the scam crew. They not in cahoots with anymore. They have completely broken up, and everyone is every man for themselves now. So I'm picking up on that real thick. Yup. I'm telling you.
That it questioned their character. If someone like it just was like, it divided so many people, and it just not a lot of people could do that. You know what I mean? Not a lot of people could strategically create a fan base and a following that will bet anything on you and don't know you and don't have any that's powerful. I mean, it is. But like any cult or anything like that, the truth comes out, and now we're here.
Speaking of which, you said that you feel that more should happen to her than just the charges she's been charged with.
Yeah, I think we're taking this a little light, and what I mean by that is that imagine if I would have been having this conversation behind a cell.
What do you
being
mean?
an innocent man, I would have been in jail for something I didn't do. You know what I mean? For this, that's a attempted murder, assault, kidnapping. What else she said? Assault. What the fuck else? She said sex trafficking. You really think you should get away with that? And then taking $40,000 from people, like from people that really went through shit, from people that have really been fucked up, that really had domestic issues. She's using that to manipulate them to follow her, and then profiting off of that. Is that not evil? What is evil? That's a deep evil. That's some evil shit.
Okay.
And she's still going on and on and on with it. She's just asking her followers for more money. I just seen a video. Oh my gosh, life is so hard. All this shit's going on. What did you do?
And this is okay. So a lot of people are like myself are speculating that they're in cahoots with each other, and he feels that she just took it too far. She took it too far as far as like her elaborate storytelling. Like it was just too much. It was way too much. And I think that's why now it's every man for themselves when it comes to this situation.
With the money. She's like, yeah, the police, I don't know who is all this. The police is lying. Everybody lying now. Anyone that doesn't agree with her is lying now. The police is lying. The detective lying. The cameras are lying. It's crazy.
Question, because I know that this is going to come up. So this is not from me. This is going to come up. You're saying that she was in the backseat of the car. She began to kick and try to fight you in the backseat of the car.
Not fight, kick. She's trying to kick, because when I told her she has to leave, what normal people do would leave on their side. She's kicking me so that I can leave on my side. So she's kick, just to be petty, just to put her hand, will kick me. You know what I mean? As I open the door, I back up. Like, you can go, young lady. She's finishing hitting me. She's not finished putting her hands on me. So she wants to do it more. And that's what that means.
So which side of the car did she get in on? Did she get in on the passenger side?
Right, right, passenger. Yep.
She got in on the passenger side, but she left on the driver's back driver's side.
She got in.
This part, he's telling the truth. And I feel like anytime he tells the truth, he's very direct. Like he gives you his full body when it comes to his body language. He's also very direct within his speech, because I feel like this part actually did happen. Whew.
In on the passenger, left on the passenger as well.
Oh, so when she was kicking you, I thought.
Right at me. Makes sense?
No. So you were on the left, she was on the right, but she was kicking you to the left so that she wouldn't get out to the right?
Hold on, please. So I don't know how to explain this. If you're in a car, like I'm in the right side, she's on the left. So we're in the back seat. So she's kicking me. And so I can get out. So she's trying to get out on her right side, which is my side.
So she got in on the driver's back side then.
No, she just went in the same.
I'm trying to understand.
Yeah,
she came in through the.
It seems like they were both sitting in the back seat, and then because they were both sitting in the back seat, she was kicking him and was trying to get out of the car on his side that he was sitting on. That's what it sounded like. So she was kicking him, and she was being so petty and aggressive that she was kicking him while still trying to get out of the car on his side. That's what I'm getting from what he's trying to say.
The passenger backside. You two were in the back seat. You came in on the driver, so you were on the
left.
I
came on the passenger backside as well. Came on the same side. She
scooted over. So she scooted over. So then, when you two were back there, she ended up on the driver's rear side.
Yeah, there you go.
And you were on the passenger rear side. So she starts kicking you so that you could open the door on the passenger side.
That's correct.
Okay.
Well, I mean, she went off on her side. She was just trying to kick me.
Okay. So question that people are going to ask is, was she trying to get away from you, and that's why she was kicking you?
No, I asked her to leave. I mean, that's the reason she got upset. Like trying to get away. Like she would have came. I asked her to leave. You know what I mean? She could have left. Listen, this isn't. She came to me. Like that's what I'm trying to explain here. Everything was coming to me. Like it wasn't like I'm coming to her trying to like. On the video, you'll see her just dancing, rolling me up on the car. Does that make it's not like she's not a victim trying to run away here.
Okay. Well, I just want to make sure because listen, what's going to happen is people are going to take what they've read and they're going to turn it into a story. And
well, that's what's been going on.
Right. So since you're speaking, I want you to have the opportunity to clear up rumors before they even start. Were you trying to traffic her? Were you trying to traffic her?
No.
Have you ever trafficked anyone before, even though not charged?
No. Did you pay for services? No, I didn't have services and I don't pay for services. Asked her, told her the fuck out, or told her to hear. I can't see shit on video. Okay. Yeah. So I don't know. Why y'all here beating people with water bottles? Where you get that from? It's bricks and now it's water bottles. They crazy.
Well, you said you had a water bottle in your hand, right?
No, I'm just reading this, but it's just funny to me. It goes like people will say anything. Like, yeah, why you hit it with a brick? Why you hit it with a person? Why is anyone putting their hands on anybody? Like that's another story that we should talk about is the resolution. Women putting their hands on people or doing any of this shit.
That's what I was getting to, but I don't know. Yes, he did a lot of deflecting in this interview. I don't know.
It's really crazy to me. That's a real fucking topic.
Well, that is another topic for another day. Yeah. But since we have you on here, I want to get all the answers that I can while we have you here. Because
what other questions do you have?
Well,
are you Nigerian? I'm not even African. That's a good question that everyone wants to know.
Yeah, people were saying that it was a Nigerian man. They were saying that.
But I do share those characteristics, so I understand.
My question for you is, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being how you would hold it.
Is he being for real? He's not African, then what is he? Haitian? And no shade to the Haitians. I'm just saying, I'm trying to figure out or is he just saying that?
Baby. And 10 being the way you would swing at Kimbo Slice, right?
It was a 3 or a 4, to be really honest with you.
So when you hit her with your hand,
I know 100% that her face didn't come from me. I know 100%. No, I'm not gonna say 100%. I know 90% that she must have already had a big lump on her face before she even entered the club that night. Okay, so for everyone wants to know what happened. We still don't know what happened to her face, but what I can say is that
how many times do I have to say theories? Theories. This is my theory. I'm being a blogger right now. I'm not a journalist. I'm a blogger. I'm giving my opinion off of me reacting to an interview. Okay, you got it? Theory. Conspiracy theory, whatever it takes. Theory. This is my opinion. People come here for my opinion regarding me reacting to interviews. Okay.
I want you to think about we know it's something on her face, but when did it happen to her face? No one ever thought about that. When did this happen? When?
There are people who have thought about that.
Oh, okay. Well,
there was a guy who did an entire breakdown of how her face was covered in the club. So this is a theory that was already out there. However, I want you to answer the question on a scale of 1 to 10 in terms of how hard you hit her.
4.
A 4. Okay.
Yeah, 3 or 4.
3 or 4. Okay, so that's about the way that you would hit a child.
3 or 4.
With the same type of strength that you would hit a
3 or
child.
4. 3 or 4.
Okay. All right. Well, those are my questions. People want to know why you're fidgeting so much too. They think you got a lot of nervous energy.
Oh, I got this high ass light right by me. Which
hold on, my earpiece just flew out. Hold on, I can't hear you. Hold on, my earpiece just flew when I stepped down on it. Say that again now.
I got this hot light. It's super fucking hot.
So you have a hot light on? Okay.
Yeah, right.
So you can take off your jacket. You know, people don't even believe that it's Louis Vuitton.
Oh shit. No, I'm gonna take off my jacket, but now I feel played by taking off my jacket because you said that. But
no,
that's funny as fuck. The internet is fucking bro. Y'all, the internet.
What is this that's going on now here? Is this a Gucci hat? You know you can't mix Louis and Gucci together.
That's why I'm taking the Louis off.
So you're gonna take the Louis off so you can put the Gucci on?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What's happening right now?
All right. Who got next?
You mixing up drinks?
I'm not mixing. It's just simple lemonade.
What's going on? All right. So people want to know, have you ever dated her? He said he did not meet her before that night.
I don't know her name. Besides the internet told me her name.
Okay. Come on. Ask your final questions because we're going to let him go. He's hot. He's now drinking his lemonade. He got on his Gucci hat. All right. Ask your final questions, everyone. I appreciate you coming on and thank you for being such a good sport with the questions. You know, some people don't like to be questioned. So I appreciate
I think he was attacking me at first, but that's being non-biased and I can respect that.
You felt attacked?
No, but I was saying that you're being non-biased. You know what I mean? And that's probably why, I felt like you were trying to attack me a little bit, but.
Really? Which questions did you feel were attacking questions?
I don't know. He felt like the feds. He was like, left side, right pinky finger, right pinky.
I was just trying to, my mind is very literal. And I sometimes when I hear a story, I need to understand the details. Otherwise, it's just a blank space in my mind, you know?
Of course, this would come from a Pisces. Use discernment, people. Y'all know the Pisces, they the psychics of the zodiac. Of course, she's saying that. Listen, people can play dumb all they want, but y'all know this man ain't telling the full truth about this situation. Just because I'm saying the quiet part out loud doesn't mean anything. All right. It's just, y'all know something in this situation is not 100% truthful. Something is, I don't know what it is, but if you don't learn nothing from this live, I think that the common lie that they share, they know each other. And they both have to uphold this lie, because if they don't, they will expose each other. So that's it. If you don't take nothing away from this live, take that away. You can tell they got some type of history with each other.
Because
I don't think it says he think he's a good guy. I'm a Gemini, and then also I'm just me. I don't know.
Oh my goodness, you should have said you were a Gemini. Because you know, of the serial killers, Gemini is disproportionately represented. Oh my goodness.
People are so funny. You are African, sir. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Would you be here for the face card? Oh, I think that's a really good important. Why would I be here? Why would I need to speak out? Well, for 3 months, you have to understand I didn't speak. I didn't say anything. So when it comes out that I'm innocent, why wouldn't I speak? If someone's been saying things on your name, especially that can get you locked up or anything like that, why wouldn't you want to come out and speak your piece and let people know a little bit about you? And like, I don't hit women. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing on my record or just in my life that's not me. That's not who I am. So why would I speak out? That's why I speak out. Have I spoken out before? No, because I don't need to. Okay. Yes, Gemini, what's up? Where my Geminis at?
So you said that you have never in your life hit a woman.
In my life, how about no comment on that? No comment.
Hold up a minute now, brother.
She's so crazy.
Hold up a minute now. You said no comment on whether or not you have ever in your whole life ever hit a woman.
I've never assaulted a woman in my life. I've defended myself against a woman or a man in my life. So, but I want to be very specific about that.
Okay. So you're
Yeah.
saying that unprovoked. So you're saying to defend
Oh,
yourself.
fuck no. I've never hit anybody, any woman or anyone unprovoked. That doesn't even register in my mind. Like I don't even come from that, like that culture, that background. Nothing around me is that type of energy. I don't even know. That's why it bothered me to think that people would believe that a woman would get hit with a brick, because where I'm from and how my proximity, I don't see women get hit with anything. You know, like I've never seen that in my life. You know what I mean? Like it's not normal for me. But I know now that that's a normal thing for people or society or women. Like that's happening. So it educated me a lot about things that women go through. This whole situation, because I
Where
was
are you
like,
from
why?
that you don't know anything about women being hit?
Here, I mean, I just don't. That's not something that I don't have that. Like that's nothing. I've never been around a woman that's had domestic violence or anything like that.
Okay.
And he's saying that he's been educated on how this is a real, like these type of situations really do happen, which also feeds into the fact that this man has done his research. So he's been listening to stories of women and their DV stories when situations like this have occurred or have happened to them. And that's what I wanted to focus on in my original video, was that, this type of thing it happens pretty often when it comes to women. Aggressive catcalling is real. Women getting assaulted because they refuse to give a man a number is real. So Rhoda could have lied in this situation, right? Rhoda did lie in this situation. But what is real is that there are women out here getting attacked for refusing to give a man her number. That is real. So let's not take away from the truth when it comes to that. I need men to understand that it's happening a lot. And then you don't know how a man is going to act as a woman anymore, which is why a lot of us lie. We say things like, oh, I don't have social media, or I don't have Instagram. I know I've done it. I've lied like a few times because I'm like, I don't know how this man is going to react if I say, no, I don't want to give you my number. So I either say I got a man, I got a boyfriend, I'm married. I've said all type of stuff just to get out of exchanging my number with the man, because you never know how he's going to react. Is he going to take it well? And it's not like I'm one of those women where I reject a man and I want to be nasty about it. I try to be very polite, very respectful, and just politely decline. But I'm telling you, not every man handles that in the right way. They don't. So I have learned to just flat out lie and just say, hey, I got a boyfriend. I'm married. That's it. Okay. And it's sad that we feel like we have to lie now. It didn't used to be like that. It used to be, you could just be like, no, I'm not interested. But nowadays it just feel like you have to. I'm not about to give out a fake number, because I've had a guy stand in front of me and call my number to see if it was actually going to my phone, because he had been lied to about being given the wrong number. So I just say I got a man.
Okay. Did you hear that your daughter's mother came out and spoke? Did you hear that?
No, my daughter's mother never came out and spoke.
Okay, so anybody who was claiming to be your child's mother is lying.
Yeah. My daughter's mother just found out about the situation today. That's how much we don't do like internet stuff. I just called her and told her I was on the news, and she said, for what? And I said, like she just found out about everything today, and it's been 3 months.
Oh wow. Give me just one quick second. Listen, if you have any final questions for our guests, make sure that you gather them up, and please do be respectful. Okay. All right, you're back up. All right, we're gonna take last few questions. If there's any
kids, not kids.
What'd you say?
Oh, I'm just keep reading these comments. I'm sorry.
You said that. Say it again.
No, I was just reading the comments. I'm sorry.
Okay, and you were saying that you have one child, not multiple.
Yeah, they say he has kids. I have one child.
How old are you, by the way?
29.
Are you? Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Because I wanted to just show you something real quick. I wanted to show you something.
Also this court situation. I mean, I keep talking about if you go to court. What am I going to court for?
In terms of, give me 1 second. I need to just find this real quick. Okay. It says here, right, that May 21st, 2021, Minnesota District Court had gotten you for speeding. So you were in Minnesota in 2020.
Oh, so I'm not okay. That wasn't me. So that was not me. So that's what you're talking about. No, that. But I don't even care. I'm not saying. My brother is a truck driver. He used my license and he got caught in the car as a truck driver, and then I got a ticket for that under my name. So that's what you meant by that. I was trying to figure out, like, what are you talking about, Minnesota? But yeah, that's what that is.
See, I had to go. I had to go. I think I left at this point in the interview. I had to go. I had to run. You're what? And y'all questioning me? Y'all questioning me about spreading false narratives? I'm reacting to the interview just like any other person out here. I'm just not afraid to say how I feel about what I'm seeing. That's crazy. So they go way back. Wow. Allegedly.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well,
But I get that basis. So that is me, actually. So you're right. But that wasn't actually me. That's something I need to get taken care of a little bit later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because especially when people are saying that you two may have been in on it, and then you were also in Minnesota the way she was in Minnesota. So you're saying that all of that is just.
Nah, I don't know her. I mean, yeah, she's really didn't she get in a fight again with two women the next day? Or this girl.
You know, when we get a chance to talk to her, we'll ask her those questions because I've shown many videos about her character. I've shown many videos about the way she gets down.
Because hopefully she'll be in jail.
Wait a minute, what do you mean? Hopefully she'll be in jail.
She might tell a story to the cop or something. I don't know. Okay. Like she's literally even telling stories about the officers. Like that's crazy to me. It's Olan. It's pronounced Olan, by the way. Olan.
I cannot. Your name is.
And you know what else? Anytime he in the hot seat, he want to bring it right back to Rhoda and what she be out here doing. Sir, what are you doing? Because you was in Minnesota and then around the same time that she was, and you want us to believe that y'all didn't know each other? Girl.
Pronounced Olan.
Olan.
That's crazy.
Okay, well, if you say, you didn't correct me earlier. Olan?
No. You gotta let it roll off your tongue a little bit.
Oh, okay. Olan. So the last name is Douglas? Is it Douglas? Olan Douglas?
Oh my God.
Hey, Olin, how are you, man?
Yeah, great. Well, thank you for having me on, though. I do appreciate you.
It sounds like your phone talks to you?
Yeah, it does.
It reads comments for you? Because I need an app like that so I don't have to be out here in these internet streets.
Well, if you're on the streets, it's going to get you caught up. So when you have this, you got to make sure that you're pretty good.
So it reads comments for you online. It's reading your Instagram comments.
Yes, Instagram and messages and everything.
You're going to have to show me how you get that done because that sounds very interesting. So in all, were we good to you here on the Tanya TKO show?
Yeah, you were my first online interview. So that's pretty cool. We're going to see what happens after here. And I don't know, I might get some merch or something. Do something positive.
What merch? What is the merch going to say?
I ain't going to say it.
I want to know what the merch is going to say.
It's going to say accountability. That's it.
So you in the manosphere is what you're telling me.
You said what?
You in the manosphere?
I'm not familiar with what that is, manosphere.
Okay. It's a section online where men continuously talk about how women need to be accountability.
I think in this specific situation, yeah, big D energy is crazy. In this specific
in this particular situation, they both need to be held accountable because they're not telling the full truth. They're not telling the full truth. And it's unfortunate that due to the gender war online, that because both genders want to be right within their stance, it's going to take away from the truth of what actually happened when it came to this situation. It's truly unfortunate. I just really want to know what actually happened, but I know that he's not telling the full truth.
Yeah, I think so. And you know what's crazy? At this point, after what she did, I'm not going to say that online.
Go ahead and say it.
That's going to go super viral. I'm going to be cool.
Go ahead and say it. After what she did, finish your sentence. You might as well go through.
No. Because what she accused people of doing, I think that's what, I think that type of person that's like that does need some type of understanding because she's wilding.
You're saying that she deserved to get walloped?
No, I didn't say that. That didn't come out of my mouth.
So then what are you saying? Because you kind of hemming and hawing.
No, I just said that what she got is what she deserved. But yeah, no. Why is he not in jail? I'm not in jail because I didn't do anything. That's like the number one question that I think everyone should have been answering. Like 3 months go by, they know this dude's name. So if this dude hit him with a brick and do all this and did this and do that and do this, why is he not in jail? Obviously, it's something that's off there. Is it any person on this? I want to speak to anyone on here that was thinking I hit this lady with a brick and some type of reason that you're still doubting, or I'm just very interested. That was a good t-shirt. It was a water bottle, not a brick. That's funny. Someone just commented that. That is hilarious.
No one is going to buy that. They might. They might. They might.
Who would buy that? Please let me know what type of merch should I put out.
You should. You know what? You're gonna have to finish your sentence now because people.
Y'all don't think this is weird? You selling merch? This is like Danae Jackson that was like, yeah, now buy my book. What? Or buy my healing program that's like $4,000 or $5,000. Listen, y'all, I'm telling you, the internet is nothing but scammers. I'm telling you, the internet is not a real place, but it's real for the scammers though. Oh my gosh.
We're gonna speculate on what it is that you meant.
No,
You said after what she did.
She had the mask on the whole time. But no, I mean, after what she did, you know, we need to have some type of mantra or some type of something.
What type of mantra? You wanna create a Me Too
accountability.
movement for you?
Accountability.
You want the mantra to be accountability? You're gonna have to make it a little more pimping than that.
No, that worked. That'd be perfect.
All right. Well, listen, thank you so much, Olin, for coming out. I think the people finished asking their questions. I'm going to contact you afterwards to debrief with you. But enjoy the rest of your evening. We appreciate you coming on and clearing the air. Okay?
All right, no problem. Have a good one.
Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Thank you all so much.
I just want to go ahead and end this live by saying that this is my opinion and my opinion only. Nothing on this channel is 100% factual because, you know, you can only go off so much, you know. So this is just my thoughts. I wanted to share my inner thoughts with you as a blogger, not a journalist, not a reporter. Okay. Just my thoughts, just me reacting off of the interviews that he has done and conducted. And to be honest, I'm not buying it. Okay. I'm not buying it. But y'all can keep fighting each other, duking it out, you know, with the men and the men with the women. Y'all can keep duking it out. But I don't trust none of these people in this situation. I'm just being honest with you. I don't trust nobody involved. They all seem suspicious to me. That's true. Yeah, it's so true. Thank you for the super chat. So I don't know. I one thing that I do want to see is this surveillance footage of this altercation that took place. That detectives are so convinced that, you know, it was mutual combat. I just want to see what mutual combat is in Texas, just in case. You know, I need to go. I don't know, take some boxing classes. I need to see what type of mutual combat are they talking about? Because I'm like, mutual combat, what the hell? And you know, here in Texas, in the state of Texas, they have that law. But I just want to know what that looks like. So I'm going to be waiting for that video footage. And we're just going to see what that looks like. We're going to see what that looks like. Okay. Until then, I'm not going to be talking about the situation unless something new comes up. I'm done trolling. This is my honest opinion about the situation so far. Okay. That's it. That's all I wanted to do. I'm done trolling. Hopefully we can let the petty stuff go. I will be blocking people if you just doing the most, because I don't have to deal with that. You can go talk about me on Twitter or on X or somewhere else on TikTok or something like that. Spread my name out there, because I don't need the promotion on this channel. I need the promotion on other platforms so they can come see what you're talking about. But that's all I have for this video. Enjoy your Friday, enjoy your weekend, and I hope to see you in my next one.